I'm coming almost as an activist. At first I felt like, are they active? So I felt like I was too much in the details. But it's a struggle to then push myself up so that I don't misrepresent the position. The position and the experience that I have becomes useful. And also how I pull my colleagues, because immediately I'm identifying social infrastructure. There is my colleague. Economic development. Now you bring those elements, but it's not easy at all because you're probably bringing the details that sometimes people don't want to know and don't want to hear. But it's the power of give me a space on your table so that I can be able to have a bird's eye view of what's happening in your space, and then I can pull the component that I want to pull to the picture that needs to be completed for the city. And also, I want to establish my responsibility within your space so that I can hop into the right things that will complete your picture. That was the conversation that I was having, to a point that I wanted to transform the deputy manager's performance plan so that we account for the things that are common. Well, my name is Beryl. My calling name in Zulu, Beryl Nozipo Khanyile. I work for the eThekwini municipality, commonly known as City of Durban. My responsibility and my designation is I'm a deputy city manager responsible for human settlement, engineering infrastructure, and public transports. So I was part of the sugarcane farm that was sold to the city. That's my story of Cornubia started as back as that. We then said, this is the sugarcane farm that we've bought, which has so much potential. What concepts do we put in there? Because the decision was that we do Cornubia not as government, in partnership. So we own close to 60% of Cornubia. They still have 40%. Everything we do, it's in collaboration. And just to see that being formed, because there were no rules of collaboration. Just deciding every Thursday, 7:30, we must have a meeting with our Tomatulate partners and talk about anything that needs to make that work and everything evolving. So 7:30 without fail, 7:30 an hour meeting. How do we move Cornubia forward? What do we need? Because the lead was then human settlement, it was so tempting to merely drive a single agenda or a narrow agenda. There was so much power and leverage to do that so that you can massify on what was expected. When I think it's the decision to say, let's attach people. In the pilots, there's a document that we produced which is called Lessons Learned from the pilot. When we read it, we thought this is a total failure. But the reflection was, where is the social infrastructure? Where is the preparatory processes to actually bring people and understand how do we re-establish livelihoods in the context of Cornubia? Where is the public transport? Where are schools? It was that decision to say, we do have to pull back a bit from a housing agenda and start to look at how we collaborate and we bring other critical elements. And the way to do that is to advocate for education, advocate for recreational facilities, advocate for things that were really not embedded in our performance plan. But you're advocating for what will be mostly beneficial to the people that are going to be accommodated in Cornubia. So everything was knitted around what is the ultimate livelihood that we want to recreate. So it was that, the difference was that we took a knock to an extent that at some point from where we account, it's not understood. Why is housing so slow? And we say housing is slow, but the school is up. The recreational facilities are up. As you said, the commercial sector has invested. So we're starting to actually collaborate all these critical components